Today, we brought in 4 boys and 4 girls from different generations to play Would You Rather.
Oh!
I have no
Wildly
idea
different
whether we
answers.
think the same way in dating.
Great. I used to do that hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, dating. Okay, I'll think
Dating.
about that.
That's not a fruit, is it?
Yeah.
Would you rather go to the movies or go on a hike?
I would rather go to the movies.
100% agree.
I would personally rather go to the movies.
Okay, I hate hiking.
I can't like walk and then talk to someone. I'm not trying to show how out of shape I am with the guy, and I'm like, so like
Movies.
Movies. You try to get a little outside,
Movies,
you
yeah.
try to go out on a hike, there's rocks.
A guy invites you to the movies for his first date, like he just wants to mac face with you. Not speaking from experience, definitely not.
Drive-in movies. It's automatic second base. You go to the drive-in movie.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend all day or all night together with your significant other?
more things are open during the day, but at night it's like, I want to cuddle.
There's just something extra special wicked about doing it in the daytime.
It's called a nooner.
Explain a nooner.
You get the girl to spend the afternoon with you for a sexual encounter.
I think there's something really cool about getting done with a work day and then coming home to your person.
You can cook dinner together,
Yeah, like-
you know, watch a movie on the couch.
We could play games, we could eat. You know when a couple's happy is when they get chubby together.
I'm going to stick with all night because like
All
I
night long.
I like going
all
to
night,
like
all
I would like to go to bed with my partner and then like cuddle up to them or do stuff like that. So
Would you rather give up sex or your time together?
So literally you're just having sex with them.
One or the other.
You can't have,
I mean, I feel like sex is time together though. It's just not.
What kind of question is this?
I guess you'd have to give up sex, because otherwise you're not really in like a partnership with someone.
So you just like never have sex ever? That's wild.
Together.
can you have a secondary partner in this one person to have sex with and one person to date?
And there are moments besides sex where you just are so close and so intimate. It doesn't have to always be from sex.
Would I rather give up sex or being with that person? All right, I give up sex.
Hey, you can still have sex and have conversations with each other.
Exactly. Yes.
Time together to me is very, very important.
Sex becomes better when you really have a great relationship with your partner. And if you're not given that opportunity to have that great relationship with a partner, then it's my feeling like the sex is gonna be mediocre. Who wants to spend your life having mediocre sex? Would you rather date someone who you don't like so much but is wealthy?
Or someone you love but has no money. I'm always gonna stick to somebody you love that has no money.
Hard
But-
agree.
Well, that one's pretty easy. My girlfriend was broke for a good while, so.
That's easy. Money.
Money.
I'd rather be with somebody who has no money and is motivated, but I'm like super into them, than be with somebody where they're super wealthy and I feel like I'm just an accessory.
I want to make more money than my partner, kind of like a sugar baby kind of thing.
Just as easy to love someone with money as not, and it lasts longer.
You have no money and you have no plans for the future. I think that is the biggest turnoff for me, is when I meet a guy and they just have no goals whatsoever.
Like if I had to wake up every day like next to somebody that I just wasn't in love with or I didn't even really like them and they were just there for money, it's like, what's the point of that?
I don't know. Like, to me, it wasn't that big of. I've never really thought about it.
Would you rather get married after 3 months of dating or 10 years?
That's so long, but like 3 months is like what?
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone in 3 months, sorry.
My parents were married. They've met each other and were married within 3 months, and they've been married for more than 50 years.
This is funny, because I've been dating my girlfriend for about 5.5 years now.
10 years is too long.
Yeah, I think it's one's too long, one's too short.
And they say when you know, you know. But I've never
Yeah,
felt that.
I'm like,
If he's not popping the question after 4 years, cut him loose. That's what they say, ladies. Cut him loose.
There's so many mistakes that happen for people who get married too quickly. Very few people have clean divorces.
It doesn't mean that you love each other any less just because you're not married.
Why are you dating for 10 years? Put a ring on it.
If someone doesn't know by 2 or 3 years they
I
want to
agree, I
be
agree.
with me,
That's too long.
get lost.
would you rather receive nudes or a loving text? A loving text? Are you kidding me? I love those.
Loving text.
Depends on the time of the month or the day.
The amount of loving texts that I've received as compared to nudes that I've received, much more skewed in the loving text variety.
I think as a man, it's more a visual thing. Reading is great, don't get me wrong. You know, I've been reading for a good 20 years.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'd rather receive nudes, Phil.
You may get a nude from someone you don't care about.
God loves an unsolicited pic, doesn't he?
But a pic from your partner.
Yeah, if it's like consensual, it's cool.
If I'm with my partner and then like you're intimate, like you're seeing them naked all the time anyways, like I don't really need naked photos.
You're not sending nudes anymore?
No, who wants to see some old person's thing, you know?
Would you rather have 4 kids or no kids with your loved one?
4 kids is a lot and a lot of money. Kids are very expensive.
I'm gonna go with no kids. 4 kids sounds terrible. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have 4 kids, but I wish I had more. The best thing that ever happened to you in your life is to have a child. You don't know anything about love. You don't know what it is without a child.
Kids, don't like them, don't want them. I think if I was gonna have kids, I would want like 2 max. And part of that is because that's how I was. Like, it was just me and my brother.
I don't know yet, but I'm not jinxing myself. So I'm gonna go with 4.
I gotta be a millionaire, if not more than a millionaire, to have 4 kids. That's all I'm saying.
Would you rather cheat or be cheated on?
No,
Do we
I
get
know
to
the
call a
answer.
friend and or like step back from this?
The guilt would kill me. So I think I'd rather be cheated on.
Most males would rather cheat than be cheated on. How could she cheat on me? I'm a god, you know, whatever.
Like, being cheated on, yes, it doesn't feel great, but the thing is, if you're the person actually cheating, that just makes you a bad person.
I could not cheat anywhere in my heart ever.
I've been cheated on, but it was actually easier to get over it when they cheat on me. I think it hurts more, but it's also kind of like, it's more flame and power to just kind of push through it and get over it. And
If that person is a cheater and that hurts you, rather know now and get out of it.
Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and like they're still going strong. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Would you rather take your partner to meet your friends or go out to meet theirs first?
Theirs first. Absolutely.
Because you can judge people by who their friends are.
Pick and choose your friends wisely because who you hang out with tells a lot about who you are as a person.
My friends, personally, are like, they're my everything. They're my life. They're like my family. For me, breaking up with a friend is more painful than breaking up in a relationship because friends is somebody that you expected to have around in your whole life, whereas when you go into a relationship, you're unsure.
I'm not dropping my friends because of him.
I had like heart palpitations meeting one of the guys that I was dating, like meeting his friends. But for the most part, I think I'd like to integrate him into my life slowly and see if that works for me.
Would you rather date someone older or younger?
older.
Oh, God.
I don't know, I got daddy issues.
I enjoy having a partner who is wiser and more mature than me and more developed than me.
That's crazy. I could be like, oh my gosh, that guy is so hot. And then I find out he's like a day younger than me. And be like, no.
Like, how much older? How much younger?
Thinking about like somebody being younger, like, oh my god, I'm not your mommy. Like,
There is no one older, so I'm going with younger.
All the people that are older are dead.
Fundamentally, I think it matters on, like, maturity.
I am not going to date someone that's 21. Like, I absolutely will not do it.
What if she's like really mature?
No.
The older, the more mature, the more like they know what kind of they want. You know, I like that.
You could be older than me, as long as you've taken care of your skin, you have your shit together, and you are fun.
Half your age plus 7. I think that's a very solid rule to go by.
How about your first major holiday together?
Would you rather spend it with your family or theirs?
I love my family.
If we bring my extended family
Yeah,
into the
I'm like, no, no,
situation,
no.
then hard no.
That's like one of the only times my families are together. So it's like, I ain't missing that.
Or you can do
It's warm and
Christmas
fuzzy,
Eve
kinda.
with one
You got to split
and
it up.
Christmas Day with the other.
Like, it's different if we're like, oh, we're gonna go to my parents, we're just gonna have dinner or whatever. But once it's like the holidays, now you're in it, and my family's really important to me.
I would say it's less stressful to have them meet your family first.
I feel like meeting their family, you know everyone's judging you.
would you rather cut ties with your ex or be friends with them?
I'm a cut ties kind of gal.
This is easy. Cut ties. One time, that girl did cheat on me. It was because she was friends with her ex.
For me, an ex is an ex, and an ex is for a reason.
I would prefer to cut ties with most of them, but then I found out 20, 25 years later when you run into them, you want to be friends now because you liked them for a reason in the
Right.
first place. So let's try and be friends.
Maybe it didn't work out, but then you still want to keep them in your life.
You can be friends with so many other people, you know?
We're friends, but we don't hang out. Is like the yeah.
If a relationship is pushed to this point,
Would you rather give your partner a hall pass or call the relationship quits?
Forget the past. Forget it. Get lost.
If you are at the point where you like feel the need, you need to have sex with somebody else in order to like fix your own relationship, that's terrifying.
There's a fundamental problem where the commitment's not there.
That's a man's dream. That's a fantasy.
Yeah, there's like.
this is also the age-old threesome question. And it is my opinion that as soon as you add another party into a relationship that is supposed to be just a partnership, that the walls start to crumble.
Now but let's talk about the hall pass in the context of fame.
Like if Harry Styles wants to hook up with me, I'm gonna let him hook up with me. Are you kidding me? And I'm sure my boyfriend would be like, yes, girl, go ahead. Like,
Were either of you surprised by any of the others' answers?
I feel like we have had mostly somewhat similar.
But then the
opinions.
ones that were different were like crazy different. And I was like, Julian, you monster.
There's like maybe like 1 or 2 things that were a little different, like her 3 months thing versus my 10-year thing.
Yeah.
But that's just because I have trust issues. I don't trust people that they're not serial killers.
How has dating changed since you were younger?
How hasn't it?
No one's wrong or right. I think it's more of just finding the one that fits you and your values and finding a partner that's compatible with you.
Thanks for watching this episode.
Would you rather leave a like or a comment?
Give your decision down below.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an episode.
Bye, guys.